Hello. Some quick ideas today on why do you trade. These are, I've got some questions really that I want to just kind of throw out there, open-ended, Socratic method, and give you some idea and some thought for each prospective person when they get into the game of trading. Why do you trade? Do you get into trading because you want to make a lot of money? That seems to be a common theme, and I hear people say all the time, hey, I want to get into trading because I make a lot of money. Well, do you want to get into being a doctor or a lawyer or a commercial real estate person because you want to make a lot of money? I think to do any of these tasks or jobs in the world, you really have to want to enjoy what you're doing. So just because some doctors and surgeons make a lot of money may be appealing to some, but once they go through the rigor of training, the time involved, the sacrifices they have to make, not only for that training but for their family afterwards, being a surgeon may not be the choice for some. So this is a really big question I think you have to answer for yourself. Money is a byproduct of the business, whether it's trading, whether it's being a doctor, lawyer, commercial real estate, etc. It's really the game that you have to enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, the byproduct, meaning the money, won't follow. So kind of a secondary question there is, if you are in it for the money, do you need a regular paycheck? Because trading, like most businesses that offer great upside, also comes with inevitable drawdowns and down periods. So when volatility changes and the market is always evolving, it is not a game that you can consistently say, hey, I want to make X dollars, especially if you're starting with a smaller capitalized trading account. So you have to be realistic in understanding the rules of the game, how the process works, and really 20% of the time you may make 80% of your money, much like most businesses. So keep this in mind, that trading is really not a linear game. I think you need to show up every day linearly to participate, but it's very difficult to make, say I want to make X amount of dollars every day, day in, day out, every day of the year. And we've kind of covered this in the past, and that you have to look at what times work for you, what type of trading works for you, what works with your family, your lifestyle, etc. So that's question number one, why do you trade? Number two, do you trade to impress family and friends? This is a good question you need to ask yourself, and if the answer is yes, are they impressed? And again, this is a rhetorical question. And is your self-image tied to someone else's idea of what you should be? Again, this kind of goes back to that first question, whether you're a doctor, lawyer, trader, banker. All these titles really don't mean much unless they mean something to you. So trading really should be only for yourself, and any business should be for yourself. You should not tie your self-worth to anything outside of how you look at yourself and how you control and manage your business. So the man in the mirror is really the only person that you need to impress if you want to be a trader. So keep it real brief there, and think about that when you get into this business. One of the things that I will say when you look at trading as a business is the relationships you have in your life. Your significant other, your spouse, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband. It really comes down to your relationships with your spiritual side, and your family and your friends are really the only thing that matters. So don't stress and fall into the reality TV trap that is out there and try to impress anybody but yourself. So trading, again, should not be, in my opinion, used to impress. It should only be used as a tool for yourself, and check yourself into that. Another reason why people trade is they want to get away from, say, the corporate bureaucracy. However, I would say, are you disciplined enough to do this? Trading is a very disciplined game, and you have to show up every day. So that freedom that comes with this business of trading also demands great discipline. Are you sharp enough? Do you show up every day? Do you need a paycheck every Friday? If so, trading may be a difficult task for you, even though the freedom is offered there. Can you control yourself in that freedom and live within that? And are you constrained by your own bureaucracy, meaning you have too many biases or cognitive dissonances that you can't get over when you look at markets objectively day in, day out? Trading demands great self-reflection, And again, if you want to get into this business, you better check yourself and make sure that that freedom shows up in your discipline and in your approaches and designing how you're going to create a profitable business. Next thing I want to ask, in your trading, do you have too many signals? Do you have too much noise? Would you benefit from a simpler strategy? Again, I am not a scalper. I don't believe in scalping. I think it affords too much shrapnel on my psyche to be able to trade that much. It's not that I couldn't do it, it's just I know my strengths and my weaknesses. I don't want to be in and out of any market hundreds of times a day. I believe less is more. I believe that doing less, having less noise in the background, whether it's CNBC, news, etc., monitors. I don't need a ton of monitors. With technology today, you can do it with 2 really big screens. You don't need to have 15 screens. I've been there. I've done that. Trust me, you don't need to go down that road. Less signals, less options. Focus yourself in on what works for you. Just trade your plan, develop your plan, define your risk, and plan and play accordingly. Finally, reasons why you trade. Do you trade to live, or do you live to trade? That's a big question you need to ask yourself. There is big life outside of sitting in front of a screen 24/7. I only want to spend, really ultimately, I can handle my trading job within a couple hours in a day. I am not in and out of the market. That doesn't work for me. I can take care of capturing the big chunks of the market by looking at where significant opportunities lie in multiple markets in a very sufficient and efficient manner. So again, define how you want to be in this business. Do you trade to live, more importantly, versus live to trade? So that's it. How do you want to define why do you trade? These are the tough questions I think you need to ask yourself before you get into the business. If we can help you to trade less, earn more, please look us up, www.misstrade.info. Happy to help. Any questions, drop us an email, and have yourself a great day.